Like even if these guys test positive for corona,
it's asymptomatic though. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Your boy was asymptomatic. Gobert.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Gobert was asymptomatic, and he touching everything. Like,
yeah, he was a jerk for that one. But I mean, he didn't.
Everybody say he's a jerk for it, but I thought about it like.
I mean, he didn't know, but it was
early
funny.
in the stages. It was,
Yeah, but to make fun of it and then come out and be like, "Oh my bad, I ain't even know for real."
I thought this was play.
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna touch everything. Forget y'all. Like what? Out of here, man.
Daddy, let me loose. They gotta move. Bishop with the burner, baby. I got the juice. They hating on my team, cause we the truth. Won't he do it? And we the proof. We gon' take them way, 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 way up. We gon' take them way, 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 way up. We gon' take them way, 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 way up. We gon' take them way, 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 way up. Yeah. First drop, they were like, Biz, who are you, boy? Get your name up. Try to hold me down, but you know me now. Look at God, I done came up. They were looking for the sauce, I was cooking for the boss. Now I'm A1. Try to keep us out the game.
Try to hear that. I try to hear that.
Gobert, you tripping, bro?
I ain't even gonna win. Forget y'all. LA till I die. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. This is a recording right now, so apologize. We are talking about Hard in the Paint here, so let me switch the switch.
The Lakers! Ah!
You already know, bye. That could be opening to the show right there.
Yes.
They say, hey, we were doing a highlight tape before this. Now we're talking about the NBA. Let's get to it.
Yeah. Hey, cue the music.
So let's get to this thing, man. All right. 3, 2, and 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. The NBA is back. And so it's Hard in the Paint. We are back. We are thoroughly excited for what we got going on, man. The NBA is back. The bubble is intact. This is the real deal right here, bro. Like, we are sitting in the NBA bubble. I got my man Connie Westside with me. Connie, what's good, bro?
Hey, man, it's your boy Westside, the best side. How y'all doing out there, man? Glad to be back with Hard in the Paint.
Facts.
Been missing it. Oh, shout out to the homie Jay Stevens.
Facts.
He's no longer with us.
Big facts.
Jay, man, we appreciate you for being a part of us, man, for as long as you was, man.
Yes, sir.
Wherever this goes, bro, you are more than welcome to come back to the show. So, hey, and, to the rest of anybody out there, man, if you're watching this, we're looking for a third party.
Hey, come holler at me.
Come holler at us, man.
I might need it.
You know what I mean?
You got some, if you got some NBA knowledge, you're entertaining. It don't even got to be. Obviously, we look within first, right? MTV Sports. We can look at the family and see who wants to come on. But also, if you got NBA knowledge, you know how to talk your stuff. You come on here, we talk about it. We get hard in the paint. Where NBA news gets physical like the paint, bro. You know the slogan. Let's talk about it, man. NBA is back. If you want to get back in this thing, jump in with us. We like having guests. We like having people. You can come in and be permanent. It just however the flow. We go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? You remember was that Clueless? Rolling with the homies. Oh yeah,
bro. If you didn't remember, we did have one of the G League players that tried out for G League. Shout out to Jordan, man. Jordan, he did his thing, man. Sir. Best friends since we was kids, but man, I'm glad that he was able to come on. We still looking for people to come on, man. So if you want to come on, talk basketball. If you know you're hooping, I'm with it. You know what I mean? Speaking of hooping, we're in a bubble right now.
Facts.
And people are trying to burst that bubble, specifically the WNBA, because their bubble is, I want to say about a couple miles south.
Tread lightly here now.
They're a couple. I'm just saying they're a couple miles south. You come on here to badmouth my ladies. I'm not. Okay? I'm just saying they're a couple miles south at IMG Academy, one of the most prestige high school college preparatory campuses in America. And they're there on campus. But the only thing is their bubble is a little bit different from the bubble in Disney World. Let's talk about it.
I mean, I'm okay. I think seeing the complaints from the NBA and the WNBA is definitely something like it's weird for you. I think it is somewhat. I think Jay Williams came out and said, you know, it could be a little tone deaf for people who are out here who are unemployed, suffering from the virus, have been through it, have family members that passed away. The United States have eclipsed 136,000 COVID deaths at this moment. So to hear a millionaire or thousandaires with the WNBA, no disrespect,
true,
like that is. It seems kind of crazy. You like, look, you getting paid a lot of money to do what you want. And obviously, you're entitled to your own opinion. I understand that, but at the same time, it's like, you know, if you're not voicing your opinion to say, look, I don't agree with it, or I don't feel like I'm safe, or I'm put at risk, and you don't want to play, that's one thing. But if you complain about like where you staying and this and that, like you're getting paid to do something you love to do. Like, so I mean, I feel one way about it, but you know. I'm an NBA WNBA fan, so it is what it is, and I'm just hoping to see play, and I'm excited to see that.
All right, so this here is my response, and I am going to tread lightly for the fans out there.
I'll fly to Florida. Well, never mind. Y'all got a lot of cases out there. I'll stay here.
Yeah, we do. but let's be honest with ourselves, man. At the end of the day, like I understand that there's so much going on at your facilities. I mean, I'm seeing roaches stuff, and I mean, but these are little things that I you know, in my mind, I'm like, well, I saw this at a hotel that I paid for, and it cost a lot of money, and y'all remember y'all pretty much staying in the dorm. Now, yes, y'all, I wish y'all would have had a resort to. I really wish y'all would have had a resort to, because I don't want to hear another. Oh man, we deserve more. I'm not gonna go into that. What I am saying, y'all do need a resort so y'all can go ahead and feel, you know, get that privileged life, so people can see you play.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
But I'm more so wanting to say though, I did not know the WNBA was actually going to come back and try to do their summer session as well, which. I'm not against it either. I really, if you want to do the summer session, I'm all for it.
Facts.
You know, I do look for some teams to come out on top. One of the teams that I'm looking to come out on top is New York. Reason being because they drafted one of my young ladies from FAMU High School by way of Louisville. And, you know, she's going to put Tallahassee on the map.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? With her talents. And because she's a talented girl, honestly, I think she's the best player in the league. Outside of Sky Diggs. Hi, sweetheart. I miss you. Anyway. No. That just happened. I don't know.
I'm not even sure what just happened. And you have to live through the New York team in the WNBA because the Knicks are trash.
Right.
So I mean, makes sense.
I gotta live through there, but let's keep it simple though, man. I do want to see these people play, but I do want to see them safe, and I do want to see them in a good environment to where they don't get sick or caught up in the COVID. Because being in a dorm room, you know, you don't. It's a little bit different from being in the hotel room. Hotel room, they got around the clock cleaning. Dorm room, you get clean once. They clean it once.
Very true.
And kind of keep it preserved. So, you know, you got to go in there and actually clean it, or get cleaners to go in there for you.
Yeah.
So, have you been following any of the posts online? You know, some of the
of course. NBA players?
Oh yeah.
It's all funny. I mean, J.R. Smith got caught doing something. I think I forget the guy's name. But he went out to get a delivery and got quarantined to his room for 10 days. Like this, they're taking this stuff seriously, and you have to. I mean, and even speaking of taking things seriously, right? Let's talk about the bubble hotline. This is okay. So what's my guy? Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert comes out and is like, "Yo, the hotline is petty, right? Like I don't even know what's happening, right?" Yeah, and that's basically that's what it seems.
Bro, there's a whole bunch of Karens, bro. That's all it is.
But at the same,
Karen.
Look, I hear you. I hear you. It is absolutely hilarious. However, at the same time, look, I got to go back to my family. I got to make sure that I don't catch this. So I'm not on a 14-day quarantine. I don't get to play for my team. I don't get to do this. So as it's seen as being petty to the rest of the world, it's absolutely necessary to make sure that I don't walk away with the virus itself, that I don't get to play, that I came here for 3 months for no reason because I had to get quarantined for 14 days. I had to miss some games. I had to do this or do that. You don't want to get put in danger, and you don't want some person technically who's being petty, right? Who's being out there doing what he wants to do. And it's like, oh, I don't really care about this. I don't care about that. That's perfectly fine. What you're going to do is care about this bubble.
Oh, yeah, this bubble.
You're going to care about this restart. And you're going to care about these Lakers winning the championship. What's popping? Let's get to it, man.
It's still my pick. Still my pick. Now, you know who showed up looking like they about to do some stuff?
Nikola Jokic.
Boy, Dallas.
Oh, Dallas. Yeah, now we would get
Dallas looked like Dallas came. Everybody was in full uniform. Everybody swagged out. Luka was like, "Yo, bro, Luka got his little American swag. Now he got money now. He's like, yo, look, oh man, what? I'm about to come out here."
Dallas is going to be a problem. When you have a combination like Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis, things can happen, and they have a good supporting cast. They're missing key people. But I think the coaching is there. I think the ownership is there. I think the team is there. It's just not their year. That's all. It's not their year. Luka had an MVP. Having, because he's probably gonna come back and do the same thing. He's averaging 29, 9, and 8, bro. What? As a second year?
He's a problem.
Talk about sophomore slump. He was like, "What? I don't do that.
There's no such thing.
I don't do that. That's not me." What you mean?
On the court, there is no fear.
Dude is a monster, bro. He doing soccer kicks into the basketball goals and whatnot. Dallas looks great. But what I want to also point out is Nikola Jokic has come back looking absolutely slimmed down. Now, the biggest gripe about his game is that he is an amazing passer. He is a great shooter, great vision on the court for not even for a center, just period. Seeing his vision on the court. However, he was just oversized. He didn't move as quick. He was a little slower. He was backing down folks. He had to do a little bit more and be more finesse because of his weight. You know, little shimmies and turnarounds and fakes and whatnot. My man looks great now. My man looks great. There's gonna be a picture that pops up to see no Jokic. So what he was and what he is now coming back into the bubble. I'm telling you, look, it looks absolutely amazing. You cannot argue what this dude did in his quarantine. Now, he was quarantined for a couple extra weeks since he did test positive for the virus while he was overseas in his homeland. He is now in Orlando. I think they're going to be a problem. I don't think they're going to be a problem this year. However, they are consistently going to be an issue. And I think that I think the Nuggets, they got pieces. They got pieces with Paul Millsap, Jokic,
and then they're eventually going to draft another that nice solid piece that they need.
For sure,
it's going to give them over the hump.
Yeah, you know, I think and Michael Porter. I think MPJ is Michael Porter Jr. is one of that a lot of people aren't talking about. That he was ranked a very, very high before his draft and the injury, and they kind of still. And I think he's going to be absolutely amazing moving forward. I just don't think it's their year. I don't think it's the Jazz year. I don't think it's the Nuggets year. I don't think it's Dallas' year. We're not talking about the West because in the East, I really think it's going to be Boston or Milwaukee. I'm kind of leaning towards Boston, but Giannis is something scary, bro. Absolutely. Giannis scary.
The kid put on muscle like it was nothing. So I mean, he went from being skinny to being, hey, bro.
Hey,
try me.
Hey, that ain't me no more, dog.
That ain't me no more, cuz
I'm here to hoop. You feel me?
Right, on my mama. On my mama and them.
Matter of fact, on your mama and them.
On your mama and them. Bro. All right, so another thing that I've been looking at, and I guess this would be probably like I don't know. I think it would be one of the last things that we talk about. One thing that I'm looking at, that's time, but I'm sorry, I didn't mean for that time to go off.
No problem at all.
No, but one thing I'm looking at right now is the NBA draft, and I know I keep raving about LaMelo Ball and everything.
Sure,
I want the matchup that I was promised in the NCAA. The matchup that we was waiting for LaMelo versus Zion is going to happen next year.
For what?
I've been waiting for it, and it's going to happen because they had the AAU one, and everybody was raving about that.
Yeah.
Now it's time. Hey, look, business is business. You know, we got money on the game now.
But
we both getting a check.
But I definitely think whatever team LaMelo goes to, Zion has
Knicks.
He's the better. Yeah, you wish, but he's the better. I think LaMelo affects the game in a different way than Zion does. Now I think Zion is going to have the better team that year, and they're going to have a year to mesh, and they're going to figure this thing out. So I think Zion beats him.
Oh yeah,
if he goes to the West, if he goes to the East, I think they probably play twice, and he'll probably beat them both times, and we'll be talking about it. But it's all about staying healthy. That's the same thing for the bubble right now. Players have to stay healthy. So that's the thing. They stay healthy and everybody can play.
Who is it? You that constantly goes after his weight, or was that Jake Stevens that always went after the weight?
Oh, that was Jake Stevens.
Bro, the guy looks good.
Looks good. He definitely looks good.
He looks good.
Shout out to Jay. He look good now though, bro.
Jake Stevens, man, I miss you, man. Cause I want to flame you so bad right now. And the boy looks good. He's not carrying all that weight again.
Facts.
Not only that, like people don't realize.
Yeah.
I understand how muscles and joints work, but when you have someone that has been built like that, he has been built like that, his body developed like that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, different muscles are developing.
Yeah.
In this boy's body, he might not have the same knee cartilage as a LeBron James or as a what's your boy name from the Kings? Chris Webber. Chris Webber. He doesn't have the same cartilage. He doesn't have those. The boy came in looking like an outside linebacker, bro. Jumping out the gym.
The second heaviest person in the NBA besides Boban, who is like 7'7".
Right.
So it was crazy. He looked good now. I'll give him that.
Oh yeah.
That boy tighten up, man. I think the Pelicans have a chance to be in the playoffs. I think they have a chance to eclipse Memphis Grizzlies. I think the Pacers, not the Pacers, the Blazers have a really good chance, and those Pelicans and the Blazers are one of those two of those 5 teams that are vying for that 8th spot. I think the Grizzlies, I don't think they make the playoffs, man, to be honest with you. I think the Blazers and the Pelicans, either one of those teams are going to make it and knock them out. However, it don't matter. So, I mean, whoever makes the 8th spot plays the Lakers in the first round, they lose and go home. So, work hard, play your 8 games, get to the 8th spot, losing 5.
Question of the day. Here's the question of the day, y'all. I wanted to go ahead and do this thing called Question of the Day with Hard in the Paint because Miles, he has a wide knowledge of basketball and he has a wide knowledge of players, which that's why I trust him when he gives me his opinions on things.
All right.
The question of the day is, if Penny or Rose didn't get hurt, who gets the most rings and why? Preach.
Who gets the most rings and why? If Penny and Derrick Rose don't suffer from injury. I'm going to go with Penny.
And why? I'm
going to say Penny because of his supporting cast. I think Orlando had already. I think that year they beat the Chicago Bulls. So you think about a team that meshed together, a prospect and talent in Penny, and let's not forget he had a young Shaq. Shaq was an absolute problem, and Derrick Rose had the talent. I don't know if he had the talent, but he didn't necessarily have the team that he needed. Also, he was going against Bron. I don't think even if he stays healthy, he goes against Bron's Cavaliers as well as Bron's Miami Heat. Like that's pretty much like those are your competition. When you talk about Penny and Shaq and that combination, if that could have flourished, what? But at the same time, I wouldn't want it to flourish because then he wouldn't have became a Laker in '96. So I am thoroughly pleased with the way that Orlando handled that. Because we went in, Dr. Bus said, "Hey, let me get that real quick," and took Shaq from under him. Now, I gotta go with Penny, man. I think Penny was an absolute problem, and he's an early hybrid player. Could pass, shoot, do whatever you needed on the floor, and you paired him with Shaq. I think it's a no-brainer just because Derrick Rose didn't have the talent around him. I think that was an amazing team. They were gritty. That's what's the coach's name? Is it Fred? I forget his name. I can't remember his name right now. But that was who he was, the coach that Derrick Rose had when he won the MVP and was going up against Cleveland for a couple years. That was his identity. That's what he wanted to bring to the table. So there was a gritty team, hard-nosed defense, but he didn't have that key second person, and especially not somebody like a young Shaq that Penny had. So I mean, I'm glad because he can become a Laker, but
But here's the thing about Rose and me personally, only because he's part of because you're a class of 09, right?
07.
So he's part of our class of 07.
Yeah.
The 07 class was lit when it came down to basketball talent. And he was part of that class, so like you try to stick with your classmates a little bit.
Yeah.
I remember meeting him for the All-American photo shoot when Terrell Pryor and all of them were there, I see this 6'3" guy coming in, and I'm like, oh man, who's this cat? And let me tell you, back in the day when you come in wearing flip flops, you the truth.
Oh, he hoop.
If you wearing flip flops anywhere, you hooping.
Oh, you a football player? Oh, you the best, huh?
Like no, because like
do numbers, don't you?
Like, bro, because everybody said look, bring your helmet, your school jacket, leather, and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you're wearing some nice sneakers. So you know what I mean. I'm coming in. I think I had some Forces on, and
classic.
Classic Forces. You know
Can't
what I
argue
mean.
With it.
I know Terrell had the Jordan 3. No, he had 6 rings on. He had 6 rings on. And then all you see is Rose coming in there with some Jordan flip flops, baggy pants. Chicago kid. Yeah. And I'm sitting here looking at him, and I'm just like looking at him, and they doing the interviews and all that because back then, and people don't realize back then we didn't have we had 24/7 sports. We didn't have all that. What we had was like if you get invited to this, then they usually get it all in a bulk. So in that bulk, I had some of the top basketball stars too in that bulk for the female side, male side, all that. So we were all kind of bunched in together. You know what I'm saying? So that's when Candace Parker, she came out and she's sitting there chilling with all of us. Yeah. I mean, dog. Candace is a problem.
Definitely.
That super smooth dunk. Candace dunked better than Brittany Griner.
Really?
This is why. Candace know how to come with the running start and say, huh. You know what I'm saying? Brittany, and then on top of that, Candace, there's one time Candace dunked in flip-flops.
Oh, wow.
Brittany couldn't dunk for fun in shoes, in J's. You know what I mean? She could touch the rim, but she wasn't dunking the ball.
Facts.
So put respect on my girl name, man.
Put some respect on her name.
Put some respect on her name. But back to Rose though, I can tell you what, man. Rose was a problem coming up.
Facts.
But you said we're gonna go with Penny, so Penny is the winner of this game. Hit us up in the comments, man. Tell us who we need to go ahead and talk about next. What will be the next question of the day? Yeah. Should I get the question of the day? I don't know. We gotta see.
I like it. Also comment what you think. I mean, obviously, I think the Penny and Shaq thing is what gonna put him above having Derrick Rose with no injuries. But tell me what you think. I want to hear from y'all. I want to hear what you think. Would it be Penny? Would it be Derrick? And tell me why. Why would Derrick have more rings with no injuries? Or why would Penny have more rings? Different eras of basketball. So I'm interested to see what you guys come up with. Comment below, man. Check us out. Look, man, we are thoroughly excited to be back. I am excited. The NBA is back. Check it. NBA is back.
Oh,
you know, already know
in the corner over there.
Oh, you already know, Sean. And I'm
there in the corner.
I'm excited. Right. The bubble is here. I think it's going to give us some unique perspectives, unique opportunities to what the NBA players are going to go through, what they're going to be able to kind of play, the practices. I mean, they're building makeshift courts and hotel ballrooms. Like Adam Silver is really trying to get this thing done, man. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited where the NBA is going, and I'm excited about this bubble. I'm trying to get this game back, man. What do we got now? Today's we got 2 weeks. 2 weeks now till we get this thing up and running, and it's gonna happen, man. You already know. Die-hard Laker fan, my man Connie, Knicks fan. But, I mean, it happens. What can you do? They'll be better. Maybe they'll get it right in the draft. This new leadership group that they hired is definitely going to put them in a new kind of reshape their brand. Maybe James Dolan starts to listen to other people. Who knows? Yeah. But NBA is back, man. Also, comment below who you think is going to win. Obviously, I think the Lakers. Connie, who you got?
Oh, definitely Lakers. I got the Lakers.
Definitely Lakers. Who's coming out of the East, though?
Coming out the East is Boston. Still rolling with Boston.
You're gonna stick with Boston, okay? I don't look. I'm not gonna mind Los Angeles, Boston NBA Finals. I think
it's classic.
I think Giannis is I don't know if he's gonna allow it, but I think Boston has a great system, young talented players, a young talented coach. I think they can do it. I think they will do it. Look, man, we want to appreciate y'all. Comment, tell us what you think. Let's hear from you, man. Follow me. I am Miles Austin on everything. Connie, check out MTMV Sports on everything.
Or, you can write me a letter. I'm not PO Box yet, but you write me a letter. We do this
all the time, and I'm not really sure he doesn't like to be contacted. So if you contact us through MTMV Sports, Twitter, Instagram, check out the website as well. Get some merch, man. Get some merch.
Hold on. Bro, you up top. Tell them about the merch inside of us.
Oh, I think it's inside here. It's over here. And moving and sliding and whatnot. Yeah. I absolutely love it. Look, get the merch. I got a hoodie. Connie's rocking a t-shirt right now. We got everything you need. Come check us out. On the hoodie, I'd have it on right now if it wasn't 91 degrees in Atlanta, Georgia. So it's absolutely comfortable. Yes. When it's 60, 65, throw that thing on. I'm in there feeling real good. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Check out the merch. Check out the website. MTMV Sports on everything. Again, man, this is Hard in the Paint, where NBA news gets physical like the paint. Whether you want to body him like Shaq or finesse him like Hakeem the Dream, you going to get the hard truth. Come check us out, man. Let's get some guests. You know basketball. You can debate that bad boy. Come talk to us. Share your opinion. Hard in the Paint, man. Miles Austin, Connie Westside. We in here. We out. Peace. I love it, bro.
Oh, man, that's dope.